G'day, and thanks for dropping in. The behaviour of the woman who was healed by touching the hem of Jesus' cloak in the Gospel today is very close to home. We can admire and learn from her example. Why did not she approach Jesus? Why did she touch only the hem of his cloak? Why didn't she ask him to be healed? One explanation for this is simply that she was considered unclean under the law and would have considered herself unclean. So she might have chosen only to touch the hem of Jesus' cloak so as to not make him unclean under the law as well. But there's something more to that in her choice to stay hidden. She must not have known Jesus, else she would not have even thought to stay hidden. That being said, this was the first woman who actually approached Jesus. He had healed women in the past and was on his way to raise a girl from the dead, but this is the first woman who approached him herself. So while she didn't know Jesus completely, the fact that she approached the Lord meant that this woman was an example of faith from the outset, which we can admire. Why then does Jesus call her out? Well, in the encounter with her, Jesus does three things. First, he puts an end to the woman's fear. Second, he puts her in the right and corrects her wish to stay hidden. And third, he exhibits her faith to all. "Courage," he says. "My daughter, your faith has restored you to health." The woman must have been quite alarmed given the circumstances. So Jesus says, "Courage," or "be of good cheer," the same words that he said to the paralytic person. By doing so, he encouraged her. He then called her daughter because her faith had made her a daughter, just as you and I are sons and daughters of the Lord through faith. And finally, Jesus praises the woman, saying that her faith has made her whole. The Lord praises the woman whose faith has completed her. The accounts of the stories in Luke and Mark tell us much more about the woman and the story as a whole, but this account in Matthew that we read today tells us about the encounter very simply. So we too can take heart, take courage, be of good cheer whenever we approach even the hem of the Lord's cloak. He's not untouchable like a distant diamond sky. We need not be afraid like the woman, for we are sons and daughters of the Lord by faith. And whenever we feel inadequate or incomplete, we can stand with the woman and realize that we are completed by our faith. As the Lord says, "Your faith has restored you to health."